Once you stop chasing, you will start to attract all the desired outcomes that you purely want in your life, right? This is the thing. The reason why you're not attracting what you want is purely because you're chasing the outcome. You're getting too desperate with the outcome and you're avoiding the whole process, right? The whole input. Let me just explain. So you've got the outcome, the desired outcome, whatever that may be, right now. You might want love in your life, like a very feminine woman. You might want to start a business and make a certain amount of money per month. You might want to level up your career. You might want a new social circle of friends, right? Whatever it may be. The outcome's here, okay? And you're here. In the middle, from where you are, in the middle here is the process, right? To get to the desired outcome, you can't skip the middle. You cannot skip the process. The process is the journey that allows you to get to your desired outcome, right? And man, I wish I knew this sooner, right? Because when I was in my 20s, I would always be consistently trying to shortcut every single process, and I would never get the desired outcome that I wanted, right? The desired result. I was always looking for the easy way out, and I was operating through like a low vibrational state, right? The frequency that I was operating from was a very low frequency. So I would only be attracting low vibrational outcomes, right, back into my life. I was trying to force things in my life. I want this, I want that, right? Too needy, and avoiding the whole process altogether. And I would never achieve what I wanted successfully. Yeah, I'd have a little bit of results, but I'd never get proper results, bro. I'd never achieve exactly what it is that I was trying to chase, right? Or the outcome the desired outcome I wanted. Now, when you've got no purpose as a man, okay, I understand you feel lost, right? That is very dangerous. I was someone who had no purpose for almost 10 years of my life, okay? I had no purpose, and until I got to breaking point in my life, only then was I able to recreate myself into a new person, right? I had to focus on recreating a man who was of purpose. So mental, physical, and spiritual alignment had to be in place. And that was the only core components I focused on, literally, when I was shifting my identity, right? I had to recreate myself into a new person because the old person was full of negative self-talk, low vibrational frequency, feelings of shame and guilt because I was consistently indulging in addictions, in vices, just to get that temporary feel-good pleasure. And my life would not progress. My life would get nowhere, right? And this is a problem that you're more than likely facing right now. You're not getting the desired outcome that you want because you're being too needy, right? And I don't say this to try and put you down. I literally say the truth because I'm someone that's walked your shoes before, right? I've been in this certain situation before. And when you get too needy and you get too much in a mindset where you're just consistently, I want this, I want that, I want that, you unconsciously become selfish, right? And you try to avoid the process. You try to skip the process. And when you try to skip it and you jump to the outcomes, it never comes to you. It will never come to you, okay? And if it does, it's going to be the most shittest version that comes to you, right? You must have a certain high frequency aura about you, right? You need to have that charisma about you in order for you to attract what it is that you purely want, right? You need to be that guy. You need to focus on becoming that guy. Stop focusing on, I want this, I want that, and the outcome, and focus on your daily process. Build a system in place that's non-negotiable. And this is the problem. A lot of people, and I myself was also a victim to this. Your mind is too far into the future, or your mind is too much into the past, right? It's sort of, you're living there, right? You're getting so many thoughts. And I understand, man, I used to always think like this. I used to get negative thoughts from my past that would come into my life. I would always be thinking about the future. I want this, right? And I would never achieve anything because I would forget about the main thing, bro. And that was literally the present. Focusing on being the best version of yourself each and every day, following a system which will allow you to operate from high vibrational frequency each and every day. And the moment you focus on those three core components, which is your mental, physical, and spiritual alignment, that's when doors will start opening in your life. That's when you'll have that certain aura about you, right? That certain charisma about you. It's like a glow that you have, and people are drawn to it. That's when you literally can walk into a room and people look at you and they're like, wow, he's about it. Yeah, rather than being that person that's low vibrational frequency, no one wants to be around that. Women don't want to be around that, right? So right now, for example, you might be wanting a woman, right? You might be wanting a bit of love in your life, but you're operating from low frequency because you think that having that woman's going to give you that, fill that empty void in your heart. But it won't, brother. It won't fill that empty void, yeah? Because what's going to happen is, let's say you get that woman. After you get her, because you've got no purpose, you don't have a daily structure which focuses on your mental, physical, and spiritual alignment. As that relationship progresses, she's going to sense it, you're going to sense it, it's going to feel like something's missing, right? And that happened to me. I thought that, okay, cool. And this is an ex-girlfriend of mine, right? I was with her for 7 years, but more or less, I thought that, she, by me wanting that outcome, love, I'm going to feel that empty void in my heart and everything's going to go well in my life, right? I'm going to have a girl, everything's going to go right, but I didn't have purpose. I didn't have direction. I wasn't focusing on the mental, physical, and spiritual side of things, right? I had no idea about none of that. And what would happen is, man, the insecurities, the things that you didn't work on as a man would pop up later on in the relationship. Yes, it was fine at the start of the relationship, honeymoon days, everything's all good. However, as the relationship progresses, those missing components, right? The process that you don't adhere to, the process that you never created and started, you'll be able to feel it, right? And when you feel it, it feels like something's missing because as a man, we're hardwired to have those three core components in our lives. Otherwise, it feels like something's missing. We don't feel like we're aligned with our purpose, and it will show within the relationship, right? You'll start losing your masculine frame. And that's what happened to me, okay? That's what happened to me. So everything, it's okay though. Everything's a learning lesson, right? But you don't have to go through this. You don't have to learn the hard way. You don't have to let your heart get crushed and, let something get taken away from you like me. You can just take the advice from someone who's been there and done that, right? This is the power of YouTube. I get to talk to you and I get to literally give you my personal experiences, share with you my failures so you can not make the same mistakes as me. That's the whole point of me creating this video, right? I want to see you win, brother. Okay, I don't want to see you go through this pain because it's very painful when everything hits you like a ton of bricks and no one's there to help you, right? When you're at your lowest points, there's literally no one, right? And speaking of low points, if you're going through a low point right now, you can always reach out to me on Instagram and just say hi, bro. Okay, that's all I want. I've got plenty of guys that reach out to me and going through certain problems on their journey in life, and I always reach out, man. I always reach out and make sure that I give my 100% attention to every single message to anyone that reaches out to me, bro. So look, I understand because I've been there. I've walked your shoes before, right? Well, obviously when someone hasn't walked this path before, they're not going to care, right? But I care, man. I've been someone who's been 10 feet underground, and I know what it's like to be in that position, bro, where your mental health is all at its lowest point and there's literally no one there. There's no one to reach out to, right? Your friends won't understand. Your friends might not even be genuinely your friends, right? It might just be a social circle, but whatever it may be, bro, you can always reach out to me and I'm always happy to share love with you, right? But anyway, getting back to what we were discussing. So you need to make sure that you build yourself, right? And you focus on your purpose, which is to be the best version of yourself. Your purpose can obviously change later on in life, but right now, if you don't have a purpose, right, your purpose is to be the best version of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, right? Because this is the thing, a lot of people just focus on one element, okay? Let's say physical side. I know a lot of guys who focus purely on the physical aspect. They focus on just building the physique, right? But internally, they're low vibrational people, bro. They don't have that certain aura about them. They might look the part, but they don't have any substance behind them, right? They don't have any charisma. And the reason is they're lacking the mental and spiritual side, right? You have to have all three aligned. You have to be operating through high frequency, which is peace, love, enlightenment, right? That's your highest self. That's when you're literally in flow state and you're in alignment. You're in an alignment with the universe, right? And right now, as I'm delivering this message, I'm aligned with the universe. I'm in enlightenment. I'm in flow state, and I'm able to create this message through a video to you, brother, right? And this is not coming from no script. I'm literally speaking through my highest self right now. I just finished a workout. You can see the gym behind me, right? Had a massive shoulder and chest session. And I pulled out the camera and I'm in flow state right now. I'm operating through high frequency and I'm sharing it with you, right? This is what it's all about. You just can't focus on one aspect, okay? You're going to be miserable in life if you just focus on one thing. You need to have all three core components, bro. And that's truly when your life starts to shift. That's when you start becoming that person that women look at and they're like, wow, he's such a positive guy. I want to be around this guy. He not only looks the part, right? Because physical component, yes, it's very important. I'm not saying neglect that. But you also have to have substance behind you. You have to have some sort of charisma behind you, right? And that comes with you operating through high frequency. Because when you're high frequency, you're in a mood where you're literally, or you're in a consistent state where you want to talk to people, right? You're someone that's vibing on the right levels, and people can see that, bro. People can tell that, all right, this guy's positive, man. There's nothing that will ruin this guy's day, right? Rather than someone that's just got a good body but is miserable in life, right? No one wants to be around that guy, bro. I don't care how good your fucking body looks, bro, okay? Literally, you need to make sure that your mindset's strong, your body's strong, and your spiritual side is also aligned and strong, right? And that's what allows you to operate from high frequency. You cannot neglect the spiritual side, man. And I'm not talking like I'm some sort of spiritual wizard or anything like that, right? It's just when you have a certain system in place and you focus on, creating the best version of yourself daily, stacking up those daily wins in the morning especially. You have to have a powerful morning routine. There's no way around it, okay? Because once you have that powerful morning routine, you're basically giving yourself time in the morning to get yourself right, to get yourself operating from a high frequency. And when you do that with a powerful morning routine, you start the day off positively strong, man. You start the day with high frequency, and the whole day, right, is so good because you've started the day in such a positive frequency mode that the whole day becomes good, bro. Nothing can literally crush your day. There are times where, as the day goes on, let's say you get to 4 or 5 p.m., your frequency can die down, right? You get tired, you might be hungry, whatever it might be. But it's easy to bring your frequency back up again, right? It's easier to bring it up when you're in that state because you started the day off positively. It might die down a little bit towards the end of the day, but you got all the things done that you should have. You stacked up those daily wins in the morning. So when you're a little bit down later in the afternoon, maybe a little bit flat, it's okay, bro. You can pick yourself up because you're like, you know what? I woke up early today. I went to bed early last night. I got this, and this done, and I'm unstoppable. You have an unshakable self-confidence when you do that. Your self-esteem goes up because you get proud of yourself. You do things that the average person doesn't want to do, right? And that's what I do each and every day, man. I literally just focus on my mental, physical, and spiritual side. Make sure that I'm operating from the highest frequency possible so I can serve those around me, right? Those that need help. It's no longer about me, bro. It's no longer about my desires and what I want, okay? Yes, I've got goals, but I've got to make sure that I'm in a good state so those loved ones around me are looked after, right? And that's what I'm saying. I don't focus on chasing outcomes, bro. I literally just focus on my daily system, right? That's non-negotiable, because if I avoid that daily system, or I ignore, or I try to not do that daily system, I'm telling you now, it feels like something's missing in my life. My whole day does not operate from high frequency, okay? It feels like it's a low frequency day for me, right? So I have to make sure that I adhere to this process, this daily system. And this daily system that I'm talking about, where I focused on those 3 core components, when I pretty much was at breaking point of my life started to shift in three months, then 6 months it got even better, and then I started to actually put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, wow, okay, cool. This is the process. This is a system. This is how you build a 2.0 version of you that will attract love, that will attract the business opportunity that you want, the job that you want, the social circle that you want. You have to be that guy. You have to be good in order for you to attract good, right? And that's why I say, man, you can't just focus on one core component. You have to focus on all 3, man. I literally want you to absorb what I'm saying, okay? Take it from someone who was fucking addicted to drugs for 10 years, had very poor mental health, okay? Was completely having run-ins with the police, getting arrested numerous times. I completely changed my life around, man, and I'm literally telling you what worked for me, right? So whatever you're going through right now, whatever outcome it is that you want right now, right? Don't worry about that. Focus on creating a daily process that's non-negotiable, that you adhere to, and make sure you operate through high frequency, through a powerful morning routine where you can get all the things done. Yes, it's going to take you, a bit of saying no to when it comes to friends and stuff like that, like from the night before, right? There's going to be times where you might have people try to call you and say, hey man, let's go out tonight and have a drink, or whatever it might be. And that's where you really got to think, man, okay, cool. Well, you know what? I want this outcome, right? I want to have that feminine woman. I want to have a better job than that I've currently got. I want to start that business and actually learn everything so I can be the best in that sort of field that I'm going for. I want to level up my career, whatever it is, right? You need to be able to say no to certain things, because at the end of the day, if you want those desired outcomes, it's you that has to put in the work, brother. It's you that has to show up for yourself, right? Don't worry, your friends, these social circles, they'll always be here. Everyone's always there when it comes to fun, but when it comes to you in a position where you've lost everything, there's no one really there, bro. You might have one friend, one true friend that will be there for you, but at the end of the day, everyone wants to be there to party and have fun with, but no one's really there when you're at your lowest, right? But it's okay. You just got to make sure that you focus and do what's right for you, right? And this is where you have to be selfish in a good way, and you got to put yourself first. You got to prioritize. You got to structure your days, your nights, right, to make sure that you're operating through your highest self, and stop worrying about the outcomes, right? Stop chasing, stop forcing outcomes. Don't worry too much about the future, right? Don't go back in the past. It's already happened. You can't go back. Focus on the present. Start enjoying. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, brother. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, right? We don't know about tomorrow. And a lot of us live in that mindset where we're in a scarcity mindset, where we think too much into the future, or we think unnecessary thoughts from the past, right? Just be. When you just be and you focus on the present moment, how can I be the best version of myself, right? Mentally, physically, and spiritually. Focus on those 3 things, right? Focus on structuring a powerful morning routine. That's how you recreate yourself, and that's how you build self-esteem once you stick to it, right? You need to make sure that you shift your identity. There's no way that you can be the same person that you currently are now watching this video with negative thoughts. You don't have any self-confidence. you're chasing consistent outcomes, you want love in your life, you want all these things, bro, but literally you're a mess right now, bro. And I say this out of love, yeah? You're literally a person that isn't deserving of those things that you truly want because you're not putting in the work, right? And you might not know about like what I'm talking about, those three core components, right? Mental, physical, and spiritual. I didn't know about these things, but that's okay, man. You know now, right? I'm sharing this with you. This is the only way that you can build the 2.0 version of yourself, and all the things that you truly desire will come to you, man, okay? The moment I recreated myself into a new version. I stopped worrying about, I want love, I want this, right? Literally, I'm in a relationship right now. Before my current missus, I literally had 3 girls, man, right? 3 girls that literally just fell into my path, bro. I didn't have to go on a dating website, didn't have to get their Instagrams, none of that, bro. I literally had them come to me, right? Doors started opening for me when it came towards me focusing on a business venture, right? Getting the right coach that was aligned with what I was trying to do. Everything just started to flow in the right direction, man. Being around the right social network, right? All these things. And that's what I mean. Doors started unlocking, man, because I was literally operating through high frequency. I was very grateful for all the simple things in my life rather than being the old person who was literally just focusing on materialistic objects, outcomes, wanting this, wanting that. The universe gave me nothing but negative outcomes back, bro, in return, right? So this is the thing. I want you to really understand whatever you're going through right now, man. Okay, I get it. I've walked that path before. Just understand that you need to stop chasing, all right? You need to literally focus on building a savage version of yourself, man. Literally, someone who is mentally, physically, and spiritually capable, bro. And when you do that, whatever it is that you desire, you will be able to achieve that because you follow a daily process. You operate through high frequency. You're basically a person that's unbreakable, right? You can achieve anything you want. You can attract any woman you truly desire, right? These things will start coming to you, bro, because you're living in true alignment. You're putting in work, you're focusing on the system, and you're not trying to shortcut the process, right? You're enjoying the process, you're living in the present moment, right? You're consistently in flow state. And this is where your life truly starts to change, right? And that's what your purpose is, man. Your purpose is building the best version of yourself and focusing on that. You can always add on to your purpose later on in life. For me, I want to later, get involved with building a charity where I can help unfortunate people. That's truly like something that, like, these things bring me joy, right? Rather than materialistic objects. I don't give a fuck about that. But whatever it is, bro, your purpose can align, it can expand later on, but what you can start with is building yourself into the best version of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, right? And it's going to take you efforts, okay? It's going to take work, but you need to focus on recreating a new version of yourself, bro. You need to basically shift your identity. The old you is no longer working, right? Obviously, you're in this point of life where if you stay the same version of yourself, man, I'm telling you now, nothing's going to change next year, the year after, the year after. Trust me, right? Take advice from someone that lived this way for about 10 years, right? Nothing's going to change in your life until you pretty much kill the old version of you, recreate a brand new version, right? Focusing on the 3 core components I explained earlier. And then, man, watch how your life will shift, bro. In 3 months, 6 months, watch how your life will completely change, right? Trust me, take it from someone like me, right? I don't sugarcoat nothing. You know, bro, my channel is purely based from speaking the truth. I speak from my heart, and, I always want to see my brother win, right? I always want to see you win, bro. Okay, I never want to see you go downhill and be stuck, right? That's why I've always got a heart for anyone that's purely going through the lows in life, right? But look, man, I'm going to end this video here, all right? If you're new to my channel, you got some sort of value from this video, right? You resonate with me in some sort of way, hit the subscribe button, bro. It really, really helps me, keep making valuable content to help you out on your self-improvement journey, right? It all comes out of love. I just speak from the heart. But look, man, I'm going to end the video here. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.